his character come towards the end was you saw from like their first sexual experience, like, whoa, is this happening? Like, this is kind of cool because it's like it felt like it was a little wrong. It felt like, you weren't really expecting, you didn't know what was going to come from it. And then you kind of find out that he's in love with her. And then this bond that they share becomes even stronger because it just was so not supposed to be, not meant to be. A gay man is not supposed to love someone of another sex. A straight man is not supposed to love a man. Like, it's just kind of what you're told to understand. And this is, I don't know. I'm not trying to be not politically correct. You can love whoever you want, but I just thought it was unique. And then you saw her character, like Jake's character did at one point, just kind of sell out. She became infatuated with the next big thing, which was that the dude artist who was off the street. And she, found a way to get in his life, maybe make some money, maybe be seen as this like, ooh, I'm this hot new artist, up and coming girlfriend. And she kind of kicked Jake to the curb like it was yesterday's news. And it's what made me dislike her character by the end of the movie. I think as an actress, she portrayed everything she was supposed to very well. I think as a viewer, you look at her character like, oh, she's kind of cool. And then you're like, oh, you bitch. You bitch. We quote a line from American Horror Story.
This last season.
But that was where, I don't know, I sensed that bond, and I've, you've seen that bond before. If you've been in a relationship before and felt that bond, you're lucky enough to have felt it. It's just one of those things where it's just like something so special that no matter what happens in your life, whether you're together or you're apart, you're something like, it'll always mean and be something to you. And I felt like he had it with her, but she didn't have it with him, and it was like, fuck, like you wanted them both to kind of feel it, and then she just kind of went. So I don't know. I don't know if you had any comments on that, but that was something that stood out to me in the movie.
No, it's definitely a bummer when you saw that she just kind of sucked as a human being through and through, because, you had a lot of hope for her. She seemed like she was going to be really great. And to see him, like, explore and kind of, like, maybe, like, it's more of a conversation of, like, sexual fluidity and how maybe he just, you just love the person that you love, whether they're a guy, whether they're a girl, whether they're a pig or a cow, I don't know. But it was just really special to see that, like you said, and I thought they did a really good job of portraying that, and then she just kind of crushed everybody's hearts that was watching their bond. So
yeah.
Thank you, Josephina.
Right. And you've seen it, whether you've experienced it in real life or seen it in film or read it in a book, you've kind of understood that, like, sometimes the wrongness of things can make things more fun and more right. Like, we watched the show The Affair, which I'll have to do a podcast on that show at some point. But
you're welcome for your plug, Showtime.
Yeah, the that scandal just made it so good, and you wanted them to just keep it up, and you didn't even want them to get together. You just wanted them to keep being bad. It's like, keep cheating on your husbands and wives. Just keep doing it because it's so much hotter. It's so much more fun to watch. If you get together, you're just going to fucking ruin it. And it's just like Friends from college. Same thing happens in season 1. I don't recall the characters' names of that. This is totally off the top of my head. But you see the guy from Key and Peele who's got an affair going with someone who's not his wife, obviously. And in season 2, they kind of fear for getting together because it's like, oh, is this going to ruin it? Like, are we going to become like a real couple?
Its special, exciting quality.
The spark, the lust, everything kind of goes away. And that's just kind of, that's what I saw in this. And I think that is a just totally, if you can include a feature like that in a film, a book, or anything, like make something wrong, but to make it more appealing to the viewer, you do it. Like, I've never not been interested in something like that when I've seen it. So, I don't know. Those are our thoughts. Judge us, critique us, do whatever you will. But my final review, you can think of this now. I didn't really prep you before, but I like to give a review of the movie, a rating at the end, if you will, out of a 10 score. And I do use decimals, so it's essentially out of 100. I think I'd give this movie a 5.4. I think.
Outrage!
I know. When I first when I got done seeing it, it was even lower. It was lower. I don't know. I may watch it again, and my review may change, honestly. But I think a 5.4 is okay for it, just simply because I expected a lot. Like I said, the reason the score is what it is, from a positive side, the reason why I got points is I really enjoyed, like I said, the fashion, the acting, the casting, the filming, the cinematography, the location, everything like that was done well. I just didn't love the storyline. And you know what? But I'm talking about it like I like it so much more. I feel like I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be like, nope, it gets like a 7 or something like that. So I guess I'm in between. Maybe I could give it like a friendly 6 now that I'm like. But I don't know. I'm going to probably stick with my 5.4. It was good. Everyone performed well in it, but the storyline threw me. I just didn't love the deaths. I felt like they could have been a bit more creative and with it. Maybe I'll give it a 6, because the more I'm like saying negatives, the more I'm like sitting here like, oh man, I think I liked it. I'm talking about it so much. I must have liked it. So, what about you? Did you have a score for it? Can you?
I think I'd give it a solid 8.9.
Whoa!
Yeah, I really think I would. And I was
Holy
gonna say
shit!
9.2, but we're gonna go to 8.9 because and this is obviously just my opinion, but I love Evil Dead. I love B movies. I don't know if this could ever be considered a B movie. It's definitely like satirical. It takes a look at society and like maybe like oversimplifies or like kind of gives the art world an unfair point of view, but it's really interesting. It gives you a different viewpoint. Like I didn't know much about the art world, and maybe a lot of it is not even the way that it actually works, but I liked seeing like something different. It was just a very different film. It was fresh. I thought that it was filmed in a way that was really cool. They kind of just like cut to scenes in a way that you weren't used to. It was really like fast paced, but also like slow in the right parts, and the acting was great, like you said, and like the visual aspect of it was like so great. I could just like mute it and watch it as is, like just by viewing it. And I don't know. I loved the silly death scenes. I don't know if they were meant to be silly, and they're not even silly. You know what I'm just trying to say in the whole beginning of this, but I really liked it. I thought it was great. I thought the characters were great, and I had a good time watching it, and I liked that it was different.
Nice. Yeah. Wow. All right.
Let's just say one last thing. If you've ever seen Goosebumps from when you were a kid, like the actual show, not this movie with Jack Black, there's this one episode, and I guess all of them kind of have this element where like it's not really scary because it's kind of dumb, but it's still scary. Like it's still kind of like creepy, and like you think about it for a while after. Like there was this one episode where there was a deadly sponge, like an evil cursed sponge underneath the new family who just moved in sink. And it's like, yeah, right, that's dumb. But by the end of this show, you're kind of scared of the sponge, and I'm kind of scared of Deese and his artwork. So
right.
I like it. Like I don't want to die by death of like monkeys painted on a mural. Like I'm good. Right. I'm good with not buying any artwork from here on out. Thank you, Buzzsaw.
Right,
Velvet
seriously.
Buzzsaw.
Well, that was our review. This was a long one. Almost an hour for our third show. Things are getting serious. This is a movie I'll definitely watch again. My rating may change on that next view. But I liked it enough to watch it again. I think that says something. So I do think that the more I see it, the more I will probably highly rate it. But that being said, I would definitely recommend it to people. And I definitely give credit to the actors. I think they portrayed the characters well, and I from a viewer's standpoint, I enjoyed it. You know, my score may not tell you I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed the movie. There was just certain points that I had to pick out that definitely took away some points. So, with that being said, thank you for listening. This was our third episode. Keep coming back, and this was Joe and Kim. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and night, and come back and listen. Thanks.
Stay sweet.